So you saved up all year long from mowing your neighbor's lawn, maybe put aside some money from your birthday or allowances up until now. You put all of your money together so you can buy PC parts for Christmas to build your first ever PC, except something's wrong. All the money you saved up isn't enough to even cover the memory. Well, fear not, because in this video, I'm going to show you guys that even with the current memory apocalypse, it is still possible to build a capable gaming and productivity PC on a budget. Let's get started. As much as I enjoy building console peasants, I'll admit, okay, controllers feel great, but most of them either feel too basic or the sticks start drifting like they booked a one-way trip to Tokyo. Well, that's why I've been using the Gamesir G7 Pro, Gamesir's 2025 flagship controller, which is actually one of the first Xbox licensed controllers with TMR sticks. That basically means the only drift you should be seeing is in a racing game. It's got tri-mode connectivity. You can either go wired or wireless with the 2.4 GHz dongle on PC, or wired on Xbox and Bluetooth on Android devices. You also get 4 extra buttons, 2 in the back and then 2 mini bumpers on the top, which is perfect for shooters if you want to toss grenades, reload, slide, and so on without taking your thumbs off the sticks. And on PC, you can actually turn on gyro and fine-tune stick curves in Gamesir Nexus 2.0, which is basically their software that allows you to customize everything. If you guys want a controller that covers everything, check out the G7 Pro by clicking my link down below. And just for my subscribers, they're offering a discount if you use the code on the screen during checkout. Okay, so the goal of today's video is to shop for parts to build the best possible gaming and productivity PC without overspending. I want to stay anywhere between $1,000 and maybe $1,500 if I can. Sadly, with the current DDR5 prices, that's going to be very difficult to achieve. Most of our budget is going to go towards DDR5 memory. In fact, a lot of people have started building DDR4 systems instead because it's just more affordable. So let's just see what we can put together during this madness. So starting with the CPU, my first choice was going to be either the Ryzen 7 5800X3D or the 5700X3D because those are currently the best AM4 CPUs. So let's start with the 5700X3D first. And unfortunately, it looks like none of them is in stock. Let's see if the 5800X is in stock. If I'm gonna put in an AM4 chip, it has to be an X3D chip. But it looks like there is none in stock, which is unfortunate. Okay, so we do have one here, it's out of stock, and it's going for $699, almost $700 actually. What is going on with these prices? I know that these are older chips. Did they just stop production on these chips? Because there's no way this CPU is worth $700. Usually the CPUs on AliExpress are cheaper. This was before the tariffs, by the way. Oh wow, it's actually even worse. $963 for a Ryzen 7 AM4 chip. What is going on right now? Okay, well, we clearly cannot go with an X3D chip on the AM4 platform. And I don't want to put in anything else from AM4. A Ryzen 7 5700X or even a 5800X just doesn't make any sense. The only other CPU that comes to mind is the Intel Core 12900K. This is actually one of the best chips from Intel on the DDR4 platform. And it looks like we can get one for $295, unless we go with the KF, which comes with no integrated GPU, for $280, but we're only saving like 15 bucks, so it just makes sense to go with the K version. This is actually a very solid contender for the price, 295 bucks. Let's see if we can maybe find a bundle with this. There is a bundle with Micro Center. Unfortunately, it is DDR5, so that's not gonna work. Ooh, how about this one? Oh no, DDR5. How about we check Micro Center directly? They used to have bundles with the 12900K, but I don't know if they have any for the DDR4 platform. Unfortunately, it doesn't say if this is DDR4 or DDR5, so we're just gonna go with the CPU by itself and figure out the rest, but I'm very confident with this processor. So let's go ahead and add this to our parts list. Okay, next up, let's find a motherboard for our CPU. Ideally, I want to go with a Z790 motherboard. I definitely don't want to put in a cheap motherboard with our 12900K processor, but at the same time, I don't want to overpay for a DDR4 motherboard. I feel like anywhere between 150 bucks or lower is a fair price for the motherboard. So let's see what Amazon has. This is gonna be our baseline, $160, because I'm not gonna spend anything more than $160 on a DDR4 motherboard. It's just not worth it. Who is still buying DDR4 boards for $350? That is actually wild. DDR5 motherboards are less expensive than DDR4. This one's DDR5 as well. Are there no DDR4 motherboards left? Do we have to buy used? Let's check this one. Please be DDR4, please. No! This is proving to become a very difficult project, PC build. We can't even find a DDR4 board. Yeah, let's try Newegg. There's gotta be something on Newegg, right? Here we go, $273.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that.
I mean, at this point, it might as well just make the jump to DDR5 and pay those ridiculous prices. I'm not dropping $273 on a Z790 board. You're out of your mind. There's literally nothing. It's just getting more and more expensive the more I scroll down. I think I'm gonna just delete this video, to be honest. Micro Center? Do you guys have any DDR4 motherboards? I do want a Z790. Okay, I am committed to that chipset. This is actually wild. Okay. All we need to do is find a solid DDR4 motherboard to pair with our CPU, and then we can go on and find the rest of the parts. Why is it so difficult? Let's see what PC part picker has, because we can actually filter by DDR4 and the lowest price. So here's our MSI board, the Pro B760p Wi-Fi, $140. Is there another solid board? Ooh, NZXT. Wait a minute, this one's $10 more, but this is a way better board. Hold on. I think we're onto something. Newegg sellers. It's DDR4 too, no way. It's actually cheaper here. It's $10 cheaper than it showed on PC part picker. I am snagging this right now. Okay, $140, let's add this. Okay, yeah, I am very happy with this so far. Okay, now for the dreaded memory. Let's see what kind of prices we're dealing with for DDR4 memory. I do want to go with a 32GB kit at the very minimum and 3200 mega transfers. Nothing more, nothing less. $240 from G.Skill. This is definitely more on the higher end because you get the fancy heat spreader and it's G.Skill, but we can definitely find something cheaper. Here's one from Corsair, the Vengeance RGB Pro SL, 3600 mega transfers for $219. I can care less for RGB. I feel like we can save some money and go with non-RGB sticks. Okay, these are ugly as hell. I am not putting any of this. Silicon Power, 16GB for $120. Get the hell out of my face. These prices are making me want to cry. $200 for the 32GB DDR4 kit. I never knew this time would ever come, ladies and gents, but here we are, $120. If this was 32 gigs, I would have snagged it, but I don't want to spend that kind of money on DDR4 sticks. It's just not worth it. Everything else is out of stock. Let's check Micro Center real quick. I doubt we're gonna find much luck here, but might as well. What is our cheapest price? Patriot Viper Steel, 3600 mega transfers. Not terrible, definitely a lot better than Amazon, but I still don't want to pay that much. I really don't. I'm cheap, guys. I'm sorry. Let's see if we can find something cheaper. Let's look at eBay. DDR4, 32GB. Give us something good, baby. Come on. Now we're talking. Here we go. $165. Now that I can do. Brand new sticks too. Let's save this one for now. Let's see what else we can find. Okay, we're getting warm. Oh wait, no, this is 2133 megahertz. Get the hell out of here with that. No one is buying memory with 2666 mega transfers. Okay, I don't even know why this exists. Oh, okay, here's a nice one. Corsair Vengeance LPX 3200. Not bad. Not bad. This one is just listed. Okay, we got some pretty good options. Now that we know the lowest price is 140, let's put a filter and see what other options we got here. And then we will sort it by lowest. I sense something here. My spidey sense is tingling. Kingston Fury? I mean, granted they're 4 sticks, but 32GB kit from Newegg, $103. Something is sus here. And we get a $5 off coupon. I'm confused here. I like this. Hold on. This is actually a really good deal. And it's from Newegg with 99% positive rating. So, oh, wait a minute. I can't even buy this. Oh man, they baited us. We can't even buy this. There's no buy button. Oh, you guys, I almost fell for it. I got really happy there. All right, let's see what else we got. Okay, I did find another Vengeance LPX kit. This one has 4 memory sticks now. Running 4 DIMMs on DDR4 is not as unstable compared to DDR5, so I think we can actually get away with this, if I'm being honest. This is a really good deal, 120 bucks, and we get a $5 coupon using this code on the screen. So we can get a 32 gigabyte kit for 115 bucks. And I feel like that's gonna be our best option right now because everywhere else, it's at $140 at the very minimum. So this is the lowest price I can find for a 32 gigabyte DDR4 kit. I say we snag this. Memory is definitely one of those things where you wanna buy used if you wanna save the most money because the new prices are honestly outrageous. If you're patient and you're looking in the right places, whether it's Facebook Marketplace or even eBay, you can find some decent deals on DDR4, even DDR5 memory sticks. So I definitely recommend checking there first before you're forced to buy brand new. Okay, now let's look up a cooler for our CPU. Now this is an Intel Core i9, very high-end chip from Intel, and we can use all the cooling we can get. If you guys prefer the air cooler look, then you can take that route, but I'm more of an AIO type of person, so let's see what kind of AIOs we can find on Amazon. Luckily, the prices for 360mm AIOs are really cheap. Like you can find one for around 50 to 60 bucks. There you have it. Designed by Cooler Master 360, 50 bucks with RGB lighting as well and some RGB accents on the pump. But let's see what other options we got here. I know Thermalright, the Aqua Elite specifically, is a really good cooler, $49. We got the Cooler Master 360L for 58 bucks. I mean, honestly, any of these coolers will do the job just fine, so it just depends on your preference and your taste. I love Dark Flash as a PC brand. I've actually done a few builds using some of their cases and coolers in the past, and I've been a big fan. I think they know what they're doing here. They are not new by any means. Like they've made a ton of cases in the past, and lately they've been killing it in the PC market space. This one's going for $52. We got some RGB lights. We also got a pretty cool RGB accent around the pump. This one's a good contender. Let's go ahead and save this one for now. And it's got 4.9 stars, almost the perfect rating. What else do we got here? Damn, Thermalright has so many different coolers. That's crazy. Look at that. They're dominating. Up here is a pretty good one as well, but this one doesn't have any RGB lights and they want 59 bucks for this cooler, so I say we pass on that. Okay, yeah, looks like the Dark Flash is gonna be the one. Let's go and add this. What are we at right now? So it looks like we're at $596 and we have about 3 more parts to pick. I think we're doing pretty good when it comes to the budget. Okay, might as well look at some storage right now. Ideally, I want to put in at least a 1 terabyte NVMe M.2 SSD. I know the prices for storage have gone up almost double, so I am not looking forward to that. We can start with 1 terabyte right now and then always upgrade later on if we need more storage. I'm not paying anything over $120 for a 1 terabyte. I do not care. So the first one's actually pretty decent. It's got 7350 megabytes per second read, but it's going for 113 bucks. I think we can find something cheaper, like this one over here from Ediloca, except this one has much slower speeds, pretty much half the speeds of the one above here. So I want to try and stick to around 7,000 megabytes per second read if I can. We got one from Team Group. This is obviously Gen 3 speeds. 530 megabytes per second. Yeah, no one's buying this. No one is buying this. Why is this even priced at $107? This is SATA speeds. We got SATA 3 speeds for $108. They are out of their minds. Is there really nothing for 100 bucks? What is this? RayQ? What is RayQ? I've never heard of this brand, but honestly, I am desperate at this point. It's got good speeds too, 7450. This is a good contender. Let's see what else we got. Is that really all of our options? Everything else is out of stock. No way. Okay, looks like RayQ it is. You guys only have 2 ratings, 5 stars. I mean, what's the worst that can happen, right? It blows up my PC, but it's on Amazon, so I can return it and get a full refund. And we got 3D NAND in here. Let's go. Let's go. Maybe they're a new brand and they're trying to get their foot in the door, so that's why they price their stuff low. I don't know, but let's just send it. Okay, next up, let's look for a graphics card. Let's look at the budget total so far. We are at $696 and we still have to pick up a case and a power supply. So I think a 9070 XT will make the perfect fit for this particular build. Obviously the GPU will come down to your preference and your budget. Feel free to put in any other GPU you guys want with this build, but for this price range, I think we can easily fit in a 9070 XT without a problem. Well, let's see what the cheapest price is and we'll just go with that. Yep, can't say I'm surprised. It's gonna be the power color yet again, but let me just double check and confirm on PC Part Picker. Lowest price is Asus Prime, but it's out of stock. Oh, the Steel Legend, hold on, that's 620 bucks. Oh, it's on Newegg. It is, it's $10 cheaper. It's only $10, but here's the thing. This is gonna throw off the color scheme quite a bit. You guys know I love my white components, don't get me wrong, but this is gonna stick out like a sore thumb because the rest of our components are gonna be black. So in this instance, I feel like we spend $10 more and go with the black card, which is crazy to say even for me. Like I would love to save the $10 and put it towards something else, but in this instance, I say we go with the power color, as much as it pains me. Although, if you guys live near Micro Center, you can actually find a cheaper 9070 there. I believe it's $40 cheaper. Yeah, look, the power color is $580 as opposed to $630 on Amazon. That's $50 off, actually. So if you're fortunate enough to live near Micro Center, I would personally drive down there and pick up this card instead if you want to save 50 bucks. Unfortunately, the closest Micro Center to me is an hour and 40 minutes, so we can't do that. We'll just go with the power color on Amazon. Bam. What does that bring us up to? $13.25.99. All we need is a case and a power supply. Let's do the case next. For the case, I already know what I want because I've been wanting to build inside this case for the longest time, but because of the DDR5 apocalypse, my budget builds on the channel have been permanently or temporarily put on hold. But this was the case I was going to use for my next budget build. And obviously you guys can pick and choose whatever case you want that meets your budget and your style. But the Lee V100 is actually the case that caught my eye a month ago. And ever since then, I've been wanting to do a build inside here. You get 4 120mm ARGB fans pre-installed, and you get all this for $75. I think it's a good looking case as well, personally. We got tempered glass panels on the side and the front, and this little slant where the power supply shroud is. It looks cool, I don't know why, but I'm digging it. $75, coming from Lee especially, is unheard of. I feel like this is gonna be a very nice case for the build. Okay, let's add this to the cart. $75. We're at $1,400.99, you guys. That leaves us enough money for a solid power supply. So ideally, I would want at least an 850 watts power supply inside of this build. It's more than plenty to power on even some slight upgrades in the future. Oh, and actually, this is the power supply I used in the last budget build. The Montech Century 2, I believe is rated A- on the SPL power supply tier list. So it's a quality power supply, fully modular, gold certified, and it even comes with a 12VH power cable, which is nice if we decide to upgrade the GPU to an NVIDIA 50 series card in the future. Oh, the 1050 watt is like $17 more. I might just make that upgrade actually. $100 is also about how much was left over in the budget anyway, so I think this works out. Let me just double check and see what other options we have. I mean, we can definitely go cheaper like the Thermaltake 1 or even the Cooler Master, but the Century 2 is gonna be really hard to beat if I'm being honest, especially for 1050 watts. Yeah, okay, no, I'm sold. Let's go with this power supply again. So what does that bring our total up to? $1,500.89. We barely made it to the budget I was going for, which is $1,500, just 89 cents over, which is actually unreal. I'm genuinely very happy and proud of this parts list. Like I feel like we put together a solid system for both gaming and productivity. But the bigger question is, do you guys want me to build this PC on the channel? If so, let me know in the comment section. And if you're too lazy to comment, toss a like. If the video gets enough likes, I will buy these parts and build it for you so we can check out the actual performance. So I guess there is still light at the end of the tunnel. Amidst the whole DDR5 apocalypse, you can still build a capable gaming and productivity PC on the AM4 platform. Like, all hope is not lost for gamers that still want to build a PC during the holidays. But yeah, anyways, I'll drop a link to everything I use down below. If you guys want to see this build happen, let me know by tossing a like. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.